As with previous years, the judiciary was saddled with the critical task of upholding the rule of law and safeguarding human rights. Despite its best efforts to reform its functions and processes, issues of trust and image that have plagued this third arm of government for many years continue to persist. And if you ask many Nigerians, they would quickly point to the indiscriminate granting of ex parte orders, resulting in inconsistent and conflicting orders and decisions, especially by some judges of coordinate jurisdictions. Some notable cases in this regard include the controversial verdicts arising from the political crisis in Rivers State, the Kano State Emirship dispute, and just before the tenure of Governor Godwin Obaseki ended, there was confusion caused by the courts on who was the deputy governor in the state.
It's so unfortunate and so disheartening that the judiciary has become the toy that the executive will play with. It's so unfortunate. It's something that must be stopped. I think the legal profession as a whole, whether bar, bench, whichever, should come together and find a solution and see how this can be stopped. We have to do something about it.
To its credit, however, the National Judicial Council, NJC, launched various investigations into these controversial cases. On November 15, the council sanctioned several judges, including Justice Aguma of the Rivers State High Court and Justice Nwabunike of the Anambra State High Court. Both have been barred for performing judicial functions for 1 year without pay.
It is important that cases that you can approach the courts in a structured and efficient way. It's important that the courts use their time to decide cases in the quickest way that is possible, because no single case is more important than the administration of justice across the board.
On a good note, the year also saw President Bola Tinubu signing the judicial office holders' salaries and allowances bill into law. This significant 300% pay rise addresses long-standing issues related to judicial compensation and is expected to improve overall efficiency and integrity of the justice system. The budget for the Nigerian judiciary in 2024 also increased, rising to 342 billion naira, which is over 100% higher than the previous year's allocation of 162 billion naira. Other notable events in the judiciary include the July appointment of Honorable Justice Kudirat Kekere-Ekun as the new Chief Justice of Nigeria, and a change of baton at the Nigerian Bar, which saw Senior Advocate of Nigeria, Afam Osigwe, taking over as President of the NBA.
We shall be true and bear true fidelity to the motto of NBA, which is promoting the rule of law.
Most of the problems we have with the judiciary, it starts from appointment. If you put the round peg in round hole, you know that you are going to get the right thing in the judiciary.
The courts have also been active throughout the year, delivering several landmark judgments. On July 7, the Supreme Court affirmed the financial autonomy of the 774 local government councils across the country. On November 15, the Supreme Court also dismissed a suit filed by 19 states challenging the constitutionality of the laws establishing the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, EFCC, the Independent Corrupt Practices and Other Related Commission, ICPC, and the Nigerian Financial Intelligence Unit, NFIU. There was also the conviction of Idris Okuneye, popularly known as Bobrisky, who was sentenced to 6 months in prison without the option of a fine for currency abuse, the rearrangement of former bank PHB boss Francis Atuche, and the several forfeitures of assets linked to the former CBN governor, Godwin Emefiele.
I think that if we have a judiciary that lives up to its expectation, all our problems will be solved.
All.
More or less like a magic wand, because people are corrupt simply because there's no consequence. And the consequence only sounds under our constitution with what the courts do.
As 2025 beckons, there are several significant cases to look forward to. They include the fraud cases against former Kogi State Governor Yahaya Bello, former Delta State Governor Ifeanyi Okowa, and former Kwara State Governor Abdul Fattah Ahmed, the ongoing trial of former CBN Governor Godwin Emefiele, and the defamation case involving Dele Farotimi and Afe Babalola are also expected to be noteworthy. The expectation is that in the year 2025, the judiciary will move past the controversies that has affected its performance in year 2024 and focus on implementing reforms to enhance its reputation and ensure a faster, fairer delivery of justice. Shola Shoyele, Channels Television News.